Alrighty, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Today we are back with another video. In today's video, as you guys saw by the title, it's going to be similar to last year around this time. I think this year I'm going to be a little late, but it's going to be what my sports card and trading card collection looks like after 2 years of collecting. So last year it was roughly a year, and that video it seemed like you guys liked a lot. It's one of my top performing videos on the channel, I believe. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Just about, if you're new, just a little about me. My name's Dylan. I just started making videos of my channel, and what I open every so often, about 2 or 3 days a week. I'll post a video just kind of documenting my journey in collecting sports cards, and now kind of venturing off into trading cards as well. So this video is going to be split into a few parts because my collection has obviously grown a lot. Right behind me here, I'll give you guys a better look, but this is my wall, I guess, of like some of my favorite cards, most of them in PSA 10 condition that I've collected throughout the years. There is some new ones. I moved some stuff around, but I'll give you guys a better look at that. And then we also got, I'll be showing you guys what I do with, just my regular stack of unsleeved, untop-loaded, ungraded cards. How I keep track of my collection. Nothing in this video, or actually in any of my videos, is sponsored or anything like that. I just want to throw out there that right now I make nothing off YouTube. I just do this solely just to really document, what I'm collecting, some cool pulls I got that are always fun to look back on. Which reminds me, if you guys didn't see my top 10 pulls of 2025, go watch that video. That's going to be a link in the description below. But yeah, let's get into it here. I'll be showing you guys. We're going to start with, I'm going to show you guys, it'll be screen recording, just how I document my collection, and keep track of what I have. Also something I just wanted to add, like the thumbnail says, I would say my collection is roughly valued around $9,000. And from starting when it was at pretty much zero 2 years ago, and then just showing what I've opened on the channel and everything I've added to the collection to build it to around a $5,000 collection. Now we've taken the next step. I will say 2025 was a little slower than 2024, just because of the main thing, honestly, was the lack of PSA submissions. In 2024 I was a Collectors Club member, and they were doing all sorts of specials, $15 a card, 10 card minimum, so it's really affordable. But now it kind of got a little more expensive. And unfortunately I do still have, right now as I'm making this video, one of my submissions is in research and ID with GameStop. I submitted that on October 30th. I was really hoping I would be back by the time I make this video, but I have 22 cards with PSA right now that I'm just waiting to get back from grading. Well, I gotta get them from GameStop because that's where I submitted them through. But yeah, I have 22 cards that are gonna be coming into my collection soon, early 2026, you could say. So be on the lookout for that. But without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so as I mentioned, I use a website. It's called Sports Card Pro. It's free. I don't know. When I was looking up cards, I kept coming across this website. I made an account, made a collection. As you guys can see here, it'll show you guys the value of your cards. The other thing too is it's all user ran. So if you update your cards and whatnot, you'll see the prices. I upload some pictures, as you can see, scrolling through here, like that She-Hulk auto. I uploaded that picture. You could search in your collection. Victor Wembanyama here I'm showing. So that's really helpful, if you see a guy's doing really good, in one of those top 5 sports cards videos, I usually come here, just look him up and see if I have any of his cards. here I'll show you, go to the home screen, you can look up, you know, we'll do Cooper Flag 201. I'll just show you guys how to add it to your collection. There they are. We're gonna hit collection in one click. If you hit like with details or whatever, you can add a grade. Here's all the sales. Again, it'll, you know, take you right to the eBay listing if you click on it. This one's sold for $5.50. So yeah, this is what I've been using just to track my collection. Easy, free. I've thought about market movers, but I don't know. I like this, you know, nice user ran. Pretty good, I'd say. Alright, so the first thing I want to briefly show, I do sort of collect wax. As you guys can see, this is my little like wax drawer, my table here. I'm not going to pull everything out, but here's a good look at, you know, what I got. Some of these I'm planning on opening in a later video. Some just gonna, you know, hold on to for a while, keep in the collection. But yeah, that's something I've actually kind of really grown. It is hard for me to buy stuff and not rip it, but decent selection of stuff. Got Donruss football, that'll probably be a end of the year opening, but yeah, decent little pile of wax that I'm kind of just not really opening, at least right now. All right, so starting off here, just with a lot of my raw cards that are not like top loaded and whatnot, I hate throwing out cards. I don't do it. I usually donate them, but it does get, you know, kind of hard to do that sometimes, just with the amount of cards and packaging them up and taking them to Goodwill or wherever they are. So I get these, I think these are 3,200 card storage boxes. I think, I could be wrong, could be a little less, but I want to say it's 3,200. What I've been doing is just getting one of these. I'll show like a few of the cards. So I usually split them up. Like this is going to be like just base, vets, rookies, and then inserts. But sometimes like inserts or base vets will get crowded in with each other just because there's so many of them. But that's what I do, and then I have one box next to me that is not labeled, but as you can see, this one's labeled football, baseball, Bowman, basketball, and Marvel. So what has actually happened in the past is like I'll see a player's doing good, cards are going up, so I pull out one of my storage boxes, and I'll just start, like for example here, looking through the rookies, seeing if I have that rookie, all sorts of stuff in these. Never know. That's why I don't, for the most part, like to throw out cards. And it's not always, one thing too that like has really stood out this year more than a lot of other years is like to build a collection that I actually like. It's what I, like to do. It's not always about getting like the best or most expensive card if it's of a player you don't even like. Here's another one of those 3,200 counts. Let me just see if they're facing the right way. Yep, so it looks like this is going to be our vet. And some of these I'm able to tell, like what's going to be in them. Like this one looks to be like prism heavy in this area, but it's a fun activity, and that's one thing that, I really enjoyed with my dad and even my stepdad, like their cards. Here's some base. Like they have all their cards, and then like I'll go through them sometimes, and they'll all be in boxes, and you never know what you're gonna find that's not as interesting now that it could be in in a couple years, or even like ways down the line. You really never know. Especially with like these Bowman rookies and whatnot, like those are like, it seems like the true rookie cards. We got a Trey Benson mem card here. Just kind of flip through some of these, give you guys a look at what all is in there. Trey Benson again on the rookie sweaters. Malik Neighbors, you never know. You never know. So that's these two boxes. I really like what I do, and I'll be showing you guys in just a second. But yeah, these are really all mashed together. There's baseball, football, basketball, in both these boxes. I only have two, I only have two of the 3,200 count boxes. They're big, heavy boxes. I'll pull out the next set of boxes. Here we go. These are, I think 300 or 700 count boxes. Let's see, is there like a label or anything? I want to say there's 700 count. I could be completely wrong. This one, 2025 Topps basketball. Those of you that have opened any of this know that you're not going to have any sort of problem filling these boxes up. They're all base vets pretty much. Like, again, it's nice. It's also nice to set collect. I would like to start up with the binder again and kind of put together maybe a Topps basketball set, because this thing is full and it took me like 3 openings to fill up. We'll just go 2025's 26 basketball non-rookies. So I've tried to dedicate this more to Chrome. Let me see here. No, it is rookies. Sorry, I thought it said non-rookies. I was reading something else. But yeah, here's like because it's hard to have space to top load and store everything. So some of these like rookies that maybe, again, like haven't really been playing the best right now, or like their cards just aren't as valuable, put them in there. Still got a ways to fill this up. Still got a lot more storage in there, so we're definitely going to be opening some more of that overpriced Topps Chrome basketball, because we got to fill that up. So but like a perfect example of like why I like to like be kind of organized with some of this stuff, especially the rookies, is like this last season, it was Grady Dick actually. Like I watched like the top 5 hottest sports cards each week that the Market Movers guy does, and Grady Dick was one of them. So I saw this Prism Silver was going for decent amount of money, so I pulled out my 2023-24 rookie box, found a Grady Dick Prism Silver just sitting in a box, sold it for $30, and I think I bought a new box or something with that money. So that's what helps with like the selling and stuff. It's not all about the money, but if you have something to throw it into, like make money off one player to buy a player that you like more. That's how I like to do it. 2025 football non-rookies. This is gonna be, everything from Donruss to Phoenix. Prism just came out, so there's gonna be some Prism in here. Gonna try and keep it to the 2025 season though, so that one's still got a little bit of room. Close that up. Go 2025-26 football rookies. This one's still got to get filled up. Let's see, we'll just grab a little chunk, see what we got here. Again, with Prism coming out, we still got Optics, Select. I want to open more of this Phoenix because I loved that. But yeah, we got all sorts of rookies in here. Some Optic previews, base, rated rookies, inserts, everything. So that box is going to be dedicated to the 2025, this current season's rookies. Should have no problem getting that filled as I keep opening throughout the season. Here we go with 2025 Topps and Bowman baseball. So I have like those 3,000 count boxes have a lot of baseball in them as well. I didn't open that much baseball, though, for this last season. Here's just a look at them. I don't think there's any rookies in there, but, like, yeah, we got some of these guys. Try and keep it, like, I don't know. With this last season, the only thing I really opened was a little bit of chrome. As you can see, I got into an update blaster. But yeah, that's it. This one might not get filled. I would like to try out the update series, though. But yeah, it might not get filled. That would suck. But baseball, there we go. And it includes Bowman. Now this is pretty much the last of the raw, unsleeved and top-loaded cards. We got a 2025 MLB rookies and first Bowman. This is completely filled, because this is only a 100 count box, so that's filled. I'm not going to pull any out of there because they're a pain to get back in. Filled up one of those. Topps Disney. I didn't open any of this on the channel. Let me know if you guys would be interested in it. But it's like, when I'd be out and about, sometimes I would get a pack of the Disney Wonder and rip that open at home with my girlfriend, because she really likes Disney, and I think I might have gotten like 2 or 3 of those Topps Chrome Disney blasters. They were just terrible quality control. And this one here, I'm really upset about this. And real quick, I know this isn't sports cards, but it is a part of my collection this last year. Really upset about this Topps Chrome SpongeBob. Oh man, I wish that they printed more of it, because I absolutely loved this set. So I have a 100 count box. I didn't know how much I'd be able to get my hands on. Those 4 blasters that I opened on the channel, that was the only thing that I opened of Topps Chrome SpongeBob. So I don't think that's going to be getting filled. I will say I am kind of interested in buying a hobby box of it at $400, because the blasters are priced at, like, you know, on the secondary market, they're like $116, but and the logic behind that is because in every 2 blaster, or you get a number card, 1 in every 2 blasters, and a hobby box is selling for $400, and you're guaranteed 2 numbered cards. So one blaster, you got a 50-50 shot at a numbered card, so it's $100. But that's Topps Chrome SpongeBob. Next, I'll show a pile of cards that are organized differently because I have them for sale. So I put those off to the side. We got this Kevin Durant trophy case hit, Walter Clayton Jr. Actually, I don't know if this is for sale yet. Walter Clayton Jr. jersey out of 99. Travis Hunter Phenom jersey patch. Sorry about that. And then here's just some cards that, for the most part, I believe are posted for sale on either Mercari or eBay. Yeah, I just got them separated that way, you know, because there's times where I'll, you know, randomly sell a card that I posted a while ago, so it's easy if I can just go right to a stack that has all those cards. Next up, we'll go through my stacks of cards. So how I separate these are going to get graded eventually, sports cards, going to get graded eventually, trading cards or non-sports cards. I'll move these closer, actually. And then I like to usually, well, actually I've only done it twice, but usually I like to do 10 at a time. So then I find, you know, these 10 are getting graded next for sports cards, and these 10 are getting graded next for trading cards. Show off the sports cards first. It's a lot of just rated rookie bases. Scadaboo, Bo Nix, Crusade Silver. That's a good looking card. Bo Nix, Serpia, and then we got the Contours Jackson Dart, which actually is for sale, but if it doesn't sell by the time I'm ready to grade it, then I will get it graded. Ready to be graded for non-sports cards. There's those, and then we'll do the non-sports first. So these are just ones that I would like to get graded eventually. It just saves me a top loader and time down the line. So I just put them in a separate drawer, put them in a card saver. There's a lot of cards in here, so it'll probably take me a while, especially at the... See, this is like exactly what sucks with no PSA specials, is like back then, or yeah, when there were running good specials, I'd have this stack here of like sports. Look at how big that stack is. This is probably at least 30 or 40 cards. I would have, a stack of cards like this ready to get graded, and then say they did a football special, $15, 10 card minimum football special. I would look through my stack, find football cards, boom, there we go. Put together 10 football cards just like that out the door. Or if they did a modern sports special, then I'd take my best modern sports, send them in. Or a basketball, you guys get the point. But now they don't do those specials anymore, and I'm not even a collector's club member, so it's kind of just, I'll send them in when I'm ready to. This one I really hope gets a 10 whenever I decide to send it in. Maybe we're going to put that in that pile. Switch something out. But yeah, that's my... If you guys noticed too, the Jordan Walsh, who probably haunted you if you opened 2023 Prizm Basketball. I believe he's on the starting 5 for the Celtics, so I want to get this graded, just in advance, in case he starts doing like really, really good, and then you already have it in a 10, hopefully. But yeah, that's my waiting to get graded cards. Yeah, alrighty. So this first briefcase that I'm going to be showcasing to you guys, this is my trading card, or non-sports card, you could say, case. So it's kind of empty, a little more empty than I wanted it to be. But just gotta keep on collecting, finding stuff that I like to rip open. This first section is Upper Deck Marvel stuff. So we got some Spider-Man No Way Home. It's a lot of base, some of the foil, some inserts. There's No Way Home, and then this is a cool one. I'm glad I got that logo patch. And then some Marvel Allure. I think what would be a fun opening, and a lot of my Marvel Allure is actually some of it's getting graded and some of it's waiting to get graded. I think a fun video, but now unfortunately I think Topps Chrome Marvel Studios is just too expensive, but I thought a fun video would be a product battle between this and Topps Chrome Marvel Studios. But who knows, maybe. This here is Topps Chrome Marvel. So we got everything, everything. There's really just two things. Guess we got the Topps Finest. Found that at my local card shop. Same with that. Some Invincible Iron Mans. Just pretty much top loaded up, the stuff that I thought was neat. Having the collection. I don't know who this guy is. It's numbered out of 399. I really like the parallel. Thought I don't even want to try and sell it. And then this stuff, I usually would get graded, but some of it's off center. And I just like to keep it in the collection. And And then we got some stuff that is in a one-touch here. That's one thing I have been doing a lot more of than like just grading, is getting stuff in one touch. We got this Spider-Man refractor. Originally I was going to grade it, but there is, I'm trying to think what it was. There's a surface stain somewhere on it that wouldn't come out. So, like the card regardless, so keep it in a one touch. This is for sale. It's really, I really like this like speckle refractor. This is also for sale, but until it sells, it'll be in the collection. Same with this. This is for sale. I did get an offer for like I think it was $260. Didn't accept it though. And then this, that's gonna be getting graded soon, like within the next probably week or so. Here, I'm gonna send that bad boy off to get graded. My sketch card 1 of 1. So that's it for the Marvel section. Then we'll go to, we'll go to the Disney section, which is, like I said, slim. I opened a little bit of Topps Chrome Disney. It's really expensive, and I don't know too much about it. And the quality control is god awful on it. Like, there's just stains everywhere, like scratches, print lines, everything you can imagine on the cards. So if there's anything cool, I top loaded it. Not even gonna bother to get it graded. The Disney Wonder stuff is fun. It's cool. I really like the Pluto, but off center, of course. Tinkerbell, that's a cool one. That's gonna be it for the Disney section. SpongeBob section, I wish this was bigger, but unfortunately it's not. I do plan on buying more SpongeBob singles. Just gotta go to card shows and snipe them on eBay. So it's gonna be a lot of base that was like off center, not good enough to get graded, or like I have a lot of the, that'd be a good one, but it's pretty off centered. Should get it in a refractor too. Get that graded. We got Mermaid Man, Barnacle Boy, Man Ray. Striped sweater, Bikini Bottom Mall, Texas, Beaumont, Texas. Magic Conch, Stanley, Tom, SpongeBob. Like, I picked this up on Mercari. Just used credit from other cards that I sold. Same with this Patrick Star, actually. Got that off Mercari for like a couple bucks. Great addition to the collection. And then the two one-touched things I got, Mr. Doodles and the Lava out of 199. Spongetron out of 75. Those two I thought were really cool. Alright, now this box here, it's going to be top-loaded cards that were at one point in my sports case, but just wanted to put new stuff in my briefcase and kind of rotate some of the older stuff out. Still, I think worthy of being top-loaded. Stafford rookie. Some of the stuff is old. Some of it is newer. Like a lot of, like I top-loaded a lot of those Prism rookies from 2023. So gonna have a lot of those. Still have a lot of them in my briefcase, as you guys will see momentarily once I show that off. Some Packers and Bucks that, I just wanted to make room. Nothing against these cards, just wanted to make room for some of the newer stuff. I like keeping my briefcases a little more up to date, like a Pro Set Auto that doesn't need to. Some of the score stuff. Sucks, I will say, what happened with that 2023 class. I mean, I guess CJ is in the playoffs, but man, like with Anthony Richardson, like not getting a chance really, or just not being that good. Sucks to see that. And CJ hasn't been the best either, I will say. About that. We'll finish up this box. But yeah, like I said, it sucks with that 2023 class. Like Anthony Richardson, I had high hopes for. This is this was in my collection from when I was, a kid. That's a cool one. LeBron from 2007. Some Caitlin Clark. It's really just random, stuff that I don't want to not top load, but that I don't necessarily, have room for. Let's see. Bryce Young, though, he's doing good. Know that for sure. Here. I really hope the Panthers make the playoffs. We'll see. Ben Shepherd rookie auto. It's not a bad one. Jared Wiley rookie auto. Joe Alt scope. AJ Johnson. Yeah, so really just some top-loaded stuff that, I didn't want to. I want to get this graded. This Prism Ovi. I think it's from 2013, yeah. It looks really good, too, and it's, been sitting in my... That was one that was sitting in my collection, my old collection for a while. But yeah, that's my first set of top-loaded sports cards, and then we'll show off the briefcase. Alright, so as I mentioned, that previous box was some top-loaded cards that, I don't know, I still want to keep them top-loaded, but they're just not. I like to keep this more, up-to-date, I guess. Different columns, sort of similar. Again, if you guys watched my video last year, or I actually did do an update video earlier in the year. So how I organize this, it's a little out of, or I believe it's not as organized right now, but typically, this is typically some older random cards, like hockey, baseball, even I think maybe some football in there. This is where I keep my football rookies. So when I got this, it was the 2023 season, so it was a lot of 2023 rookies, and then I started doing some 2024 in there, and now obviously some 2025. This section right here is going to be cards that are my PC, I guess, Brewers, not Badgers, I don't really have any Badgers, Brewers, Bucks, Packers, Victor Wembanyama, and then this is going to be basketball rookies. For the most part, it's a lot of 2023, so it really hasn't changed all that much. This is baseball, so once I got a new briefcase for trading cards, I cleared this column up, made that my baseball one, and then this one, I think this is pretty much just random newer stuff. A lot of one touches, as you can see. That's also, we'll get there when we get there. We'll start up here, though. Grab a little pile. So, again, some of these may look familiar. This is DeJounte Murray out of all the numberings on the back, I believe. Gold Wave out of 10. Pull that out of a blaster off camera. So there's some hockey, non-rookies. That's actually a rookie numbered to 200. Some of these also may not need to be necessarily top loaded, but I mean, what I do with the cards that I don't think need to be top loaded is that's when I would put them in, a separate box. Nick Smith Jr. Bowman first auto. That's a nice one. It is out of $4.99. Derrick Henry rookie. So that little story behind that one, there's a Woodman's grocery store. I'm not sure if any of you guys have those, but someone bought a vending machine, and somehow they were able to put a vending machine in this grocery store. So one time when I was there shopping, saw it. It's like Rookies and Stars 2016. I guess I'll grab a pack of that. Some older baseball. Yeah, and I ended up pulling a Derrick Henry rookie. This is really cool. So my girlfriend got me a pack of cards from, I don't even know what place it was, but like just based to the light, it kind of just looks like a silver card, but then you move it around. Michael Jordan scoring. Really cool. LaFleur. Wemby. Put some of these down. That Chet emerging though, I thought it was silver for a sec. We got some WNBA in here too, like Bobby Portis. I got this from a break actually, one of Sky B Cards' break. Bought a pack of Deca, and I don't know why I do this, but sometimes I'll bid on things because I don't think I'm gonna win. And like I paid like $75 for a pack of Prism Deca. I did not want to. I did not really. Caleb Clark, Bowman first. That's a nice one. But like I didn't think I was gonna win, so I just kept bidding, and then sure enough, I won. All right, so the next part we'll go over here is this football area. Just gonna take some of these out. It is kind of a pain to pull them out. All right, first stack. This is my newer stuff, I guess. Bonex, just base. Optic rookie. I really like these candy cane parallels. Riley Leonard got to play, and I don't think he did bad actually, so might be a card to watch. This insert, this is like one of my favorite cards actually, especially and Will Levis. Do any of you guys know what happened to him? I think he got hurt, and then they drafted Cam Ward, but I thought I heard that like Cam Ward beat out Will Levis, but I don't know, I could be wrong. Johnny Wilson, this is numbered out of 299, I believe. 249. Thrillers, that was another great insert. Marshawn Lloyd, I hope he can get healthy, because supposedly he's really good. Case hit J.C. McLean on the glitter. So, yeah, as you guys kind of saw there, I didn't, honestly, like last year, I didn't really go that hard in, like, Prism or anything like that. And, like, a lot of my Prism cards that I got, I graded and sold. I do, like you guys saw earlier, I do still have some, like, two Prism Megas. Maybe I'll rip open or something. Because my collection of last year's rookies is not very good. Origins, Will Levis, got this out of a blaster, out of 299. A-Chain out of 149. Another Will Levis. Like, in 2023 especially, this is cool. Silver Bryce Young, rookie gear. Like, in 2023, I opened a lot of product. I mean, that was, like, my first year, so I guess I have a decent amount of, like, Donruss stuff from last year, but I do wish I kind of had some better Prism stuff. Here's the last part. I guess the first part. A-Chain, Disco, Chase Brown, Silver. He's like a top running back now. A bunch of Prism rookies. And some base optic. Boom. All right, next. Like I said, this is like my personal collection side. Just gonna start pulling out of here. Revolution basketball, it's so nice. A lot of Wemby, a lot of just base Wemby, especially because I got like so many of the, so many of like those random like just base inserts, like, what was one of them? Oh, like the deep space, like just not even really worth grading, and like, I don't know. Some Brewers rookies. Thought that was a cool Garrett Mitchell card, so I threw it in there. Some Panini Instant Wemby's. Got next. Surprisingly, the Panini Instants, actually, if you have any of those, at least for Wemby, and if you grade them and they get a 10, that makes them go for like up, like I want to say at least $50, possibly more. Rogers, that the reason why I really like this card is because it's his last time that he did the belt at Lambeau Field. Jordan Love Airborne. That's a Rogers rookie reprint. Jordan Love Pink, I just thought that was cool. Rogers Mosaic Silver from when he was on the Jets. Van Ness Hollow, Van Ness Purple. Some Rogers. A.J. Dillon rookie. And Jermichael Finley rookie. Forgot about the one touches. It hasn't really changed since. There's one new one. We got the Wemby. I tried to send this in to get replaced because it was off-centered, and it was my first Wemby, and they just sent it back in a one-touch. Wemby variation. This, if you get it, like I looked on eBay for more of these that were more centered, and it must have just been a bad like print, because if you get this in a PSA 10, it's like a $500 card. This was a recent pull. There was a dimple on it, so I didn't want to send it in to get graded. And I actually do really appreciate one touches. They just look so clean. And then we got the first pitch Wemby there. All right, so this basketball section, I did kind of go through it not too long ago, just because like I wanted to make some room for like the new class, but it's still like a lot of that 2023 class. And also I need to just like put some of these elsewhere, because like a lot of these cards are just going to be base prisms that aren't really worth all that much. And, you know, I want to make room for other stuff in the collection, or in this briefcase, I should say. But, like, there are some, like, nice cards, like Amon Thompson, Cracked Ice, Gigi Jackson, Cracked Ice, Derek Lively, you know, he's pretty good. Cason Wallace, you know, just won a championship. Cason Wallace again, Scoot. Hold on to those Prism Silvers of any top rookies, or not even, no, any rookies, I mean, not just top rookies, because you really do never know, and those are like that's the card. Like if, you know, a player starts doing good or gets hot, you know, though that's going to be the card that's going to go for a lot, is Prism Silver rookies. Like that. Going back to like what I said earlier with that Grady Dick, I already had a Grady Dick, like, oh god, it was I think it was a Purple Shock PSA 10 optic rated rookie. When he got hot, I sold that for I think $38, and his Prism Silver Raw that didn't look like it would get a 10 sold for like $30. Like, it was insane. And unfortunately, like the Donruss basketball, a lot of that's just like collector, like that's just me collecting it, because if you guys look, it really does not go for much. Even if you get 10s, it's like you might make back the grading fee, but like right now, I don't even know if you would. Some Hoops Cracked Ice, and then this guy, this is numbered to 299. Right, here's where we'll see like some newer stuff, not too much though. Some Haunted Hoops. Here's what I'm talking about, like a lot of that 2023. Here we go, Topps. I really like this limited stock Legends card. Here we go. That'll do it for the basketball section. Alright, here's the baseball section. This was pretty full, so yeah, like I said, it was like a spot for like my non-sports cards, but then I ultimately just like, well, I got a new briefcase, so then I figured I had enough baseball to make it my baseball section. Junior Caminero, he's been doing pretty good, I think. Some base tops. Yamamoto. I got 2 of these. I really like this card. That's why I still have it. But there's something on it, like a dimple or something, and that was the reason why I did not grade it. But I really like that card, like the old school tops. Like my favorite set, in all honesty, is this. Probably this Heritage here. Yamamoto, base rookie, Caminero, rainbow, foil, some base rookies. This is numbered to 199, 299. Got that from a fat pack last Christmas. Yeah, this chrome numbered from the high number. Churio rookie, Holiday rookie, Skeens rookie. I think I should have a few more Skeens rookies. Yeah, coming up here. A lot of Heritage. There's another Skeens. And then this is some just Bowman stuff, it looked like. Back to the Heritage. Bowman numbered. Auto, I got this out of a blaster. I think I opened that on video. Troy Taylor. I got another auto there. Oh, there's my Heritage auto, Mason McCoy. Juan Soto's Met. Fortune 5, Roki Sasaki. Mookie. Fortune 5. That'll do it for the baseball section. Now right here, I don't even know, so this is probably maybe my best comp. I think this is, again, just some random stuff that, I don't know, I should redo this case, but yeah, just some Bowman. Oh, a lot of Bowman first there. Oh yeah, like some random, like, second year Wemby, like just stuff that's like not really year specific, but like I didn't have room for it for whatever reason. Some naughty list or nice list, whatever it is. JJ McCarthy, Prism base, 2 rookie sweaters. Yep, and then some old stuff there. Kobe Brown, Future Stars auto. Hunter Tyson Youthquake auto. Another Nick Smith Jr. auto. This was, I had very little Prism 2024, but in the little bit that I opened, I got some numbered cards and stuff. This is also numbered. I think this guy has, like, cancer, though. I don't even know if he's playing. That Nikola Topic. Really love the splash inserts. And then, so to top it off, this last year, like I mentioned, it's been hard with the PSA grading, but also I've really started enjoying and appreciating one touches more. Like, I love just getting a decent, like a good card and just not caring about the grade, loving it for what it is. So decent little stack of one touches here. Abner Uribe, probably one of my favorite Brewers pitchers. Picked this up off eBay. It's a gold out of 50 on-card auto from Topps Chrome. This I got from my hobby box. Justin Wroblewski out of 75 on-card rookie auto for the Dodgers. Color match too out of 1 of 50. Anthony Richardson, I was kind of hoping he would be back for the Colts. Topps Chrome Black rookie auto. Jaden Reed Origins rookie auto. Christian Watson Prism Black Silver auto. Got this out of a break. Caitlin Clark, this was one of my top 10 pulls. Prism Ice Variation. Nice card there. Jared McCain, Rookie Pink Ice. That was one I was going to get graded. And then I got this from a card show. I didn't realize it wasn't the actual Jordan Love or Donruss Clearly. It's from Chronicles. So, but yeah, that'll do it for this case. Now I got a case of some graded cards. Alrighty, so this is a more recent addition. So to my collection. Previously, I just put all my slabs pretty much in the boxes that PSA shipped them in, just because they were, everything fit in there perfect. But then I just realized, like, I'm kind of just slabbing cards and I'm forgetting about them because they're just in a box in my closet. So I ended up getting this briefcase here. This section is pretty much anything that's not a PSA 10. We'll get the Shaq Rookie, Wemby Youthquake, Hoops Wemby, an 8, Shaq Rookie, Upper Deck. I cannot get rid of this card. I've tried so many times. Rogers Green Wave. Matter of fact, actually, somebody won it at auction, and they didn't even want it. They didn't complete the order. Jordan Love, Prism Black, Silver. This used to be in my case, but not anymore. Wemby, starter deck, and a 9. Oops. Wemby Donruss 9, Prism Draft Picks Wemby 9, Brian Thomas Jr. Prism Pink Auto. I don't know why exactly this got a 9, but whatever. Anthony Richardson Silver PSA 9, Topps Now Wemby PSA 9, and another Topps Now Wemby PSA 9. And then this I also is another thing I just could not sell. I had it listed at auction starting at $5 and no one wanted it. But that's alright. Now for the other side, this is all PSA 10s. We'll go from, just grab the stack. Brandon Miller, Blue Prism from Select, Gigi Jackson Ice, Sor Thompson Green, Topps Now Shohei 50/50, Bilal Coulibaly Dice. I had this on eBay for a while. I actually had it on auction, and that's another one that I couldn't get rid of. Like, sold for $75 at auction, and the guy never paid, so I canceled it. Richardson, Rogers Super Bowl Mosaic from 2021, Tavian Wicks Pink, Wemby Haunted Hoops, Wemby. Jackson Merrill X-Fractor, Wemby Blue Select, Brandon Miller Green Prism, Wemby Blue, Wemby Winter, Stroud, Tucker Craft Optic Pink. That does it for this case, or this briefcase, and that's the last case other than the one that I have on display that you guys will see now. Alright, so here is my case. When I made my video last year, this was not on my wall yet, but then I put it up on the wall just so I could have some of these displayed. Sorry for the wobbly camera, just getting that ready. So the top column is all Wemby. The bottom column used to be all Wemby too, but it's pretty much just all base. We got the Gem Mint 10 Prism Rookie, Prism Monopoly Rookie, Mosaic Rookie, a 10, Optic and a 10, Donruss and a 10, Hoops 10, Haunted Hoops 10, and then I guess we do have 1/9 up there. Apologize about that. Second row, we got the red, white, and blue Prism and a 9, unfortunately. We got this red cracked ice and a 10. I've been really thinking of sending this in to do the review service. I don't want to crack it and resubmit it because I don't want to crack it and damage the card, especially because this is one of the heavier duty ones. It's like the LT Plus, but like, to me it looks pretty centered. I guess maybe the top to bottom is off, but like, usually you can look on the back and tell. I don't know. Looked good to me. I've been thinking of doing it, but maybe I'll leave it. Captain America Topps Chrome Marvel Refractor. This one, I kind of made a video on it, or like I showed off what was wrong. The bottom corner is dinged, and I know it wasn't like that when I sent it in. I'm kind of upset too, because if I knew it would have had a ding corner, I would have threw it in a one touch. Like, this is a great looking card, but honestly, the 8 kind of annoys me. I still want to get that card in a PSA 10 because that's one of my favorite Wemby rookies. Character poster, Spider-Man, and 9. Don't know why that got a 9, but whatever. Paul Skeens X-Fractor and a 10. I was originally going to sell it, but then I was like, you know what? Like the look of it, keep it in the collection. This is going to be all there's Packers and some Brewers. Jordan Love Optic PSA 10, Mosaic PSA 10, and the Mosaic Parallel. Jordan, so this one I don't really show that much. I think I might have showed it in my last year's video. This was one of the first Jordan Love rookie cards I ever bought. Card shop that I went to for the first time. Asked Fed Jordan Love rookies. He's like, yeah, they range from, this amount to this amount. Saw this jersey card. I didn't know why they were so cheap at the time, but it's because it's not from any game or event. But it is numbered out of 49, and it's a PSA 8, but whatever. Rodgers rookie and a PSA 9. This one might be one of my favorites in my collection. Did not expect it to 10, but it did. Donald Driver Topps Chrome Refractor, one of my favorite Packer wide receivers ever. Jaden Reed Optic Hollow PSA 10. We got the Jackson Churio PSA 10. And then 1975 Hank Aaron and a PSA 2. Bottom, and this is the last that I'll be showing for this video. I appreciate you guys tuning in. If you're new, I really hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like, hit the subscribe. I do videos about twice a week, but I'm looking forward to this 2026 year. I hope you guys are too. Gonna be putting out many great videos. And thank you guys so much for your support over the last 2 years. I never really imagined, having this channel keep going for sports cards for this long. But it means so much, all you guys that like and comment on the videos. The interaction is great. So love you guys. Thanks for that. And here we go. Kind of a boring bottom shelf, but we got the Paul Skeens. I think this is really cool because it is the paper card. So in my opinion, it's like his true rookie, paper Paul Skeens card. We got the Shohei Topps Now. I have one more of those that you guys saw in that briefcase. We got the Jackson Holiday Topps Chrome Update PSA 10. Connor Bedard Upper Deck. This was it's 98-99 UD3, but it was from the Upper Deck Extended Series. I know it's a die cut, but I thought it looked pretty good. Maybe that corner has a ding on it. Oh, it's not even focused. But I thought it looked pretty good. But I got an 8. Wemby versus LeBron James. And a PSA 9. Don't know why that got a 9. Whatever. And then we got Jaden Daniels Refractor. I have this for sale, but until then I just decided to display it. PSA 10. We got the Steph Curry Topps Now Olympics PSA 10. And we got the 2023 Steph Curry Neon Icon Tectonic Prism in a PSA 10. I guess there is one more thing. The reason I really like that this one so much is because I only bought one of these from Topps, and they sent me one that had a dinged corner somewhere. I reached out to them about it because I only ordered one, but I reached out to them about it, and they said if I submit it to get graded, and it wasn't an 8 or an 8.5, then they would reimburse me or something, but I wasn't gonna do that. So that does it for the video. I really hope you guys enjoyed again. Thank you for all your support, and we're gonna see you in the next one. Here's to a good 2026. Peace out.